Welcome back, Fun Fam, and if you're brand new to the channel, welcome in to Follow the Bradleys of Fun. I don't know why that's not. There we go. Welcome in to Follow the Bradleys Fun. My name is Ron E. Bradley. I hope that wherever you are, you're having a phenomenal day, a phenomenal morning if you're here with us on the East Coast, or super early morning if you're on the West Coast, or middle of the night if you're in Hawaii, or middle of the day if you're in the UK. Whenever it is, I hope that it is phenomenal for you. Speaking of the day, as of the recording, the live stream of this, let's see, right now, today is the 30th day of the month of May in the year 2025. And I have a feeling that some changes are coming. I hope that people like the changes that are coming. Let me adjust this a little bit here. Anyway, I have a feeling some changes are coming. I hope everybody likes the changes that do come when they come. I'm not sure when it's going to happen, but there is a possibility that we're getting some cambiar in the morning a little bit. So let me say hi to everybody that is coming into the chat, and I might have to. A lot of people come into the show. Yeah, of course I do the intro. Everybody knows. Like, a lot of people know, why do I do such a long intro? I do such a long intro because this time in the morning I don't know where anybody's coming from. That's something that could potentially change, and perhaps the intro will get much shorter. Which would be great, but I like to allow people the time to see the notification and then click on it, and that is why there's such a long intro. So if you're watching this on the replay, that's why there's a long intro. But if you are watching it on the replay, please comment below, replay gang, or whatever other comment that you want to make on the stories that we do, and let us know, and then click that like button. If you're not already, please do consider subscribing to the channel. And we want this to get out to as many people as possible. We want to help you start your day right. and again, that's there could be a shift coming where we start things even earlier than 9:30 a.m., possibly as early as 8:30 or 8 a.m. in case you are here on the East Coast or wherever you might be. You might be in the UK. This is part of your afternoon lineup. I don't know. But wherever it is, I just want to say hi to everybody coming in the house right now. We've got a few people watching, and people are still probably on their way in. But Tommy Doyle, first in the house this morning, says, "Hail, everyone." Hello, Tommy. Caledon 910 is here. Good day to you all. Good day, Caledon. And Tommy, I got your message about the Twitter DM. Let me check. Germany. You're in Germany. Oh, let me see here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I reported him, okay? Because obviously that is... So this is just between me and Tommy. Tommy, I reported the guy. There's another person that I reported who I think might even be the same guy with a different account, and that one got him kicked off. But yeah, the guy was, if it's the one I'm thinking about, it's the same. If I don't know if it's the same guy, different account, or same account, whatever. But yeah, you do not go and attack somebody's family. That's personal stuff. We have fun on X, making fun of some things, doing some lighthearted jokes and stuff like that. But I would never go in. I would never find out, try to dig. That some of the people, I don't know what they got going on in their lives. I guess they have nothing going on in their lives, but they try to dig into something that they think is personal, that they can get you on, and they dig and they put it out there, and it's like a personal attack on the family or something like that. And it's so sick and it's so wrong. But yeah, Tommy, I got your back. I got it. So yeah, I would report the account. As many times as the more that account gets reported, the more likely is that that X is to do something about it. So Andy W says, happy Friday. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a Friday, and that's the important thing. That service dog says, good morning, beautiful people. And Kaladin 910 is saying hello to everybody. And I say hello to everybody. Good morning, all. Yeah. It's a weirdo. So Andy W says, I get to do goat yoga this morning with my daughters. I love critters. Well, I hope that so when you're doing goat yoga, do you say namaste? Namaste. Is that how that works with goat yoga? Namaste. Namaste. Good morning. The Bud Files are here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I always say when I'm doing, like, when I show up for yoga class and they're like, everybody's good, right? Nobody has to leave early. And I'm like, namaste. Almost 4 p.m. in Germany. Well, guten Tag to you, Kaladin 910, the same place as Eric and Raf. Yes, good. I'm sorry that you did. I'm sorry, Tommy. Same, I understand that. And we can have a private conversation on X. I've got your message, so I will. I suppose I should say accept that, by the way. I get a lot of there's a lot of other weirdo messages. You probably get them too on X. Weird stuff. I will have to do that. Yeah, those creepers, I don't necessarily like blocking people on X. Giving them some degree of fuel for their fire, but you got to block them sometimes. And when you block them, they shouldn't be able to see what you put out, but I think they still can. They shouldn't be able to reply or respond or anything like that. It's weird. I'm not a huge X user. I only have several hundred followers. So it's not like thousands or anything like that. Hopefully it'll happen eventually, but it's just mostly it was a place for me to communicate with all my good friends from That Part Place Network and Geeks and Gamers and all that. So good morning to my mom. My mom is coming to the house. Good morning, everybody that's here. I appreciate you all being here. As you guys know, you wake me up. You get me through the door, get me out of bed. You're the energon to my Decepticon and Autobot, and I hope I'm more of an Autobot than a Decepticon. But yeah, you guys make this guy transform and roll out of bed in the morning to be here with you.
A toast, Autobots. Boy, these are good. I needed to refuel. Energy! This stuff's the greatest!
I love that clip. It's all Decepticons in that clip. I edited it so it said Autobots, but it's just funny because I couldn't find an Autobots clip, and but that clip is hilarious anyway, so it's fun to play. I'm so hope you guys aren't sick of it, seeing it virtually every morning that we do this. But anyhow, thank you guys for being here. As you know, we also have a spread shop. I wanted to let you know that, and it's one of the things. I'm so bad. Like, I need to go into the spread shop and check some stats out and things like that. And I'm like, I've got to get on it so I can figure some things out about it. But right now we have 20% off discount across the board on everything for the next 4 days on the spread shop. So you got Make Disney Walt Again merch, as you can see there. And we've got the Make Disney Walt Again mug. Oh, it does really change. Interesting. It's not my mug right now is a Doctor Strange mug, and it changes. The design changes. Got the Follow the Bradleys fun, and let's show you the women's t-shirt. This is the women's premium t-shirt. This is the Fedora Finds women's t-shirt. You can see it in different colors, and you can get it in the pink. That stands out really, really well. That's a pretty one. I've never even seen that color before. See, I find things that I don't see. This is my favorite one. But yeah, you got the Fedora Finds shirts. And then you have, and by the way, that's my news commentary videos that I do, Fedora Finds, because I'm usually wearing a fedora. Sometimes I'm wearing this hat, which is our Follow the Bradley's Fun Family logo hat. Buy one of these, you help out the channel because people can scan the little icon, QR code on the side, and you can get this hat in red. Brilliant. Gray. I've got it in black. That's like a navy, and then there's a traditional gray, a light gray. Oh, that's kind of cool. So yeah, all kinds of different colors there. Snapback baseball cap. But yes, all of the products on sale for 20% off. And if anybody buys anything from the spread shop right now, during the course of the show, we will throw down a celebration. What does a celebration look like? Well, it's going to look a little something like this.
Is it too much? Too much? It's a birthday! Oh, this is just the best of my scene.
All right. So that's the spread shop. And also, let me see here. I think I can throw the link to that in the chat here. All right, so there's the link to the spread shop. In case you guys want to do anything, if you buy something during the show, let me know in the comments in the chat, because I won't know necessarily. I might get a notification, I might not, but if you let me know in the chat, then we can celebrate it along with any super chat, super thanks, super stickers, PayPals, buy me coffees, or memberships, gifted memberships. Somebody becomes a member, or there's a member milestone chat. We will celebrate any of those type of things. Now, we have a goal of 5 of super chats on the show. And the reason I mentioned the goal is because the goal is outside of all that, because it's super chats only, but it's 99 cents and up. Now, if you can't afford the super chat, please do not super chat. If you can't afford it, we definitely appreciate all of the support on the show. Keeps the lights on overhead, even though that one has been flickering lately. And every little bit of it helps to support what we're doing here on YouTube, so we can get all of the news that should be fun out to all of you every day, every morning, and hopefully afternoon and evening. Now, this week I have been a little bit off from producing my afternoon videos, but I want to let everybody know they should be coming out 5:45 p.m. every day. And I know what I did wrong. I'm going to tell you, because I'm learning. So I'm going to tell you my process. I'm going to tell you that I'm learning. Actually, let's do a little celebration just so that we can see what kind of celebration that we might do, because I like the theme park one. I like the Wookiee one. And during our celebration, we celebrate together. So if you're a member of the channel, please click those member emojis to celebrate with us. And if you're not, dance emojis, fireworks emojis, anything you want to do to celebrate along with us. It looks like this. Get ready with your emojis and let's celebrate together. And we celebrate. It's Friday. It is weird to me because it's Friday the 30th of May, and I believe we have had, if not the earliest, one of the earliest dates that Memorial Day can be on, early in the month of May, because the 31st is tomorrow. So we still have some May left going into this weekend. So it felt weird that Memorial Day was so early, because usually it's like on the 30th or the 31st. It's like really towards the end of the month. But not so this month. For anybody that has been keeping up with the show, I was going to tell you what I did wrong. Okay, so I'm putting out videos last week, and I really wanted to get on track with I'm so excited. Like, I want to get 2 out per day. And I'm cutting the videos from the show, and then I can cut other videos too. Well, I overdid it. And what I burnt myself out. And what I need to do is I need to have a more steady stream. So for a week, I need to create videos probably for 2 weeks in a row. Once I get to 2 weeks in a row, maybe even 3 weeks in a row of a steady 5:45 p.m. release every single day for 3 weeks, and then maybe add a second video to the schedule. If I do it that way, then I won't burn myself out at creating all these videos. That's what I did. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've got to create 2 or 3 a day. And I'm like, it was too much. So if I know that I only have to create 1 a day, and then I do 2, then I have an extra one. And if I do 3, and then so on and so forth, right? I can probably edit up to 4 in a day, and I probably can't do more than that, because that would be a lot of hours of editing. But most of the time, I can only edit 2 to 3 a day. And when I tried to start doing more than that, 4 or 5, I burnt myself out, and I'm like, I couldn't do it anymore. So I'm going to try not to burn out, because I need to be there for you guys, and create the videos so that they're 5:45 p.m. release of a new video every single day. And hopefully that will continue to grow the audience on the channel. And that's what our goal is. I want to be at 25,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Who thinks that I can do it? Let me know in the chat. Give me a thumbs up. Give me some type of something in the chat if you think that I can get to this channel, Father Bradley's Fun, to 25,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Because the goal would be to get our subscriber base up to 25,000, and then moving past that, I need to be at a point where I'm 25 to 30,000 or more subscribers to evaluate whether or not to create a second channel. Because I don't want to create any confusion. Right now, we do a lot on this channel. So we do this morning show, do the Fedora Finds videos that should be starting to come in the month of June, especially every single day at 5:45 p.m. Month of June is very, very important for me, because if I can get a video out every single day in the month of June, 30 videos at 5:45 p.m., and then perhaps start adding to that, huge deal. Then I want to grow the audience to at least 25,000 subscribers, if not more, by the end of this year. And so I'm assuming that there's people out in the chat. If you're in the chat, please let me know. Let me know, what do you think? What do you think? Can I make it to 25,000 subs by the end of this year? Serious question. Let me know. And then also, at that point in time, evaluate, because right now we do the afternoon videos, and I'm also still creating vlogs for the channel. And I'm thinking that I need to move the vlogs that are family vlogs, and more, even like, there's like no negativity. I try to avoid any negativity in the vlogs, other than just honesty as much as possible. But those family vlogs, want to move those to a different channel eventually. So we shall see how all that works out. But let us know. Let us know in the comments. Let us know in the chat. And if you don't, you could be honest with me and let me know that in the chat too. If you hopefully, guessing my mic is on, right? Yes. All right. So yes, indeed. All right. So let me know, guys. Let me know what you think in the chat. Let me know if you think that I can get to 25,000 subscribers. We've got some stories to get to today. We are going to, and I think we got thunderstorms going on outside. Let's get to the stories. And we've got some news. And this one is out of that Park Place. You may or may not be familiar with the ongoing battle between CBS and President Trump, but there is one, and it's a big one, and it's heating up because CBS offered a settlement, and Trump said, no, I don't think so. Not going to happen. Let's get this on the screen from thatparkplace.com. Out of thatparkplace.com. Please bookmark it if you haven't done so yet. And here is the story. I want to click on that. Trump rejects Paramount's $15 million settlement offer, demands apology from CBS as threat of second lawsuit looms. This is today by Marvin Montanaro out of thatparkplace.com. Just days after reports emerged that Paramount had offered Donald Trump a $15 million settlement to end his $20 billion CBS lawsuit. Over a 60 minutes interview with then candidate Kamala Harris, the deal appears to be off the table for now. According to a new report from the Wall Street Journal, Trump has rejected the settlement offer and is now demanding over $25 million and a formal apology from CBS News. The lawsuit, originally filed October 2024, accuses CBS of deceptively editing a primetime election special to benefit Harris, to benefit Harris, who was then the vice president and was, of course, running for president. CBS has maintained that the interview was not doctored or misleading. Trump's legal team has also threatened a second lawsuit over what they allege is ongoing bias in CBS's political coverage. The threat arrives just ahead of Wednesday's deadline for Trump to respond to Paramount's motion to dismiss the original case. Paramount caught in the crossfire. The Trump CBS lawsuit and settlement offer comes to in a critical time for Paramount Global, which is pushing through an $8 billion merger with Skydance Media. $8 billion, folks. This merger is kind of important. The merger is under federal review by the FCC, now chaired by Trump appointee Brendan Carr. While Carr has stated that Trump's lawsuit is not part of the merger evaluation, internal concerns suggest otherwise. Sources close to the situation told Wall Street Journal that Paramount has been holding tentative mediation sessions and is wary that a settlement could open the company to shareholder lawsuits or even criminal allegations of bribery, depending on how the deal is structured. Sherry Redstone, the controlling shareholder of Paramount Global, has recused herself from direct negotiations with Trump's team. Behind the scenes, Paramount is preparing for worst-case scenarios. The company plans to nominate 3 new board members and is restructuring leadership in case the Skydance merger collapses. CBS leadership exodus intensifies. The pressure on CBS is already being felt. Earlier this month, CBS News CEO Wendy McMahon resigned, reportedly due in part to her refusal to issue an apology to Trump as part of the potential settlement. Her departure followed that of 60 Minutes executive producer Bill Owens, who stepped down over editorial concerns and alleged interference from Paramount leadership. Staff at CBS News have privately voiced concern that corporate pressure to placate Trump may be overriding journalistic independence. Yeah, in other words, they want to lie and be able to say their types of lies, I should say, that favor their own very, very far leftist viewpoints. Trump's track record of legal wins against media giants. So let's see how he's doing so far. This isn't Trump's first successful pressure campaign against a major media outlet. In December 2024, Disney. Yes, Disney's always in the picture, no matter. It's a big company. It's a big company. They're everywhere. Disney paid $15 million and covered $1 million in legal fees after George Stephanopoulos falsely claimed Trump had been found liable for a heinous crime. The federal jury had ruled instead on civil liability for a lesser offense, a critical legal distinction. In 2025, Meta settled for $25 million, and X paid out another $10 million to resolve lawsuits brought by Trump following his 2021 social media bans. These settlements have become a defining feature of Trump's post-presidency legal strategy, targeting media narratives and forcing retractions, payouts, or both. The rejection of Paramount's offer signals that Trump is not backing down and may be emboldened by his previous wins. And, they're fair wins because basically he's holding their feet to the fire and saying, you can't lie about me or it's going to cost you. What comes next? Paramount and CBS now face a growing legal and political firestorm. If no agreement is reached this week, the lawsuit will move forward and possibly be joined by a second defamation case. Until then, Trump holds the upper hand. He's already shown that major media companies will pay to make him go away. This time, he's asking for more money and he wants accountability. And the question is asked, are you surprised by this? It really, these lawsuits that Trump is bringing, they're fair. And I think he's going to win every single one of them because, it's true. This is what happens. He's simply holding journalists' feet to the fire and saying, you can't lie. It's artistic integrity. You can be objective, right? You can be critically objective. You can criticize policy and all this other stuff. But basically, these media companies did more than to criticize policy. They lied. And when you do that, you're going to be held accountable. And that's really all he's doing. But what are your thoughts? Let me know down in the comments below. You think it's fair that Trump is doing this? You think do you side with the media? Do you side with Trump? Or do you even have a side? Or do you just think that you want to see all this legal precedent play out? Or does it not even interest you? Let us know down in the comments. Let us know before you go out the door. Oh, yeah. There is so much going on. There is an FCC investigation of Disney for their DEI policies, which I totally understand. Pam Empson is here. Hello, Pam. Hey, all. What are my thoughts on Disney's wide world of sports? What do you mean by the question? Do you mean the location at Walt Disney World? If you mean the location at Walt Disney World, I haven't spent a huge amount of time on that property. I've been there on several occasions. As a cast member, they hold these huge sales. When I was a cast member, they hold these giant merchandise sales at the end of the year. Okay, the location at WW. So here's the deal, James. This is very, very interesting. They hold these huge sales at the end of the year for cast members sometimes, and they have all of this leftover merch that just, I don't know, for whatever reason didn't sell in the park. Maybe they created too much of it, whatever. So you go into the arena. You have all this merchandise set up in the arena, on the arena floor, and you're walking down these aisles of merch to see what they have. I don't have it around me, but the little talking baby Groot that goes on his shoulder sold for $70 in the parks, and I bought it for $10. Bought several of them, like 5 of them, so I could give them as gifts on sale there. It's a pretty cool location. It's a good place to watch baseball teams inside. It's really cool because they bring soccer teams in and they play. You have camps for teenagers. It's pretty amazing that they have that location. It takes up the amount of space that a fifth gate would take up, and it probably brings them in a fair amount of revenue. We don't really talk about that at that park place. It'd be interesting to bring up how much revenue that does bring in. I'd be interested to know, but it's not something we talk about. But as far as the location itself, it's a decent location for whatever it's used for spring training, for one of the Major League Baseball teams, a few other things. I just don't go there a whole lot. I've been there, I think maybe less than 10 times total in all the years I've been here. I did have a really cool workout there. My family did in 2012, all the way back in 2012 in January for the, it was the Expo. Hey, Juliet. Good to see you. It was the expo for the marathon, right? And so they brought in Tony Horton, who was at the top of his game with P90X at that time, was introducing P90X2 and some other things. And so we did a live workout with good old Tony Horton from P90X and P90X2 and 3 and all the things that he's doing now. I know Tony enough that I've had some talks with him and met him on several occasions. He's always been very nice, but I don't know him well enough to consider him a friend or a close friend. But I have friends that are close friends with Tony. So I just personally, I know him, just like Dean Cain. I worked with Dean Cain. Don't consider Dean Cain a personal friend. I just know him, but I don't want to offend him by saying we're friends because, I don't know him that well. But he's nice. Same with Kevin Sorbo and other people I've worked with. My gosh, the storm is getting bad. I hope the stream holds up. I'm going to tell you something, guys. Because of the storm that's outside right now, I'm a little concerned with power situations and stuff like that. So this stream is going to be cut a little bit short today, and I apologize for that. If you want to get any super chats or memberships or anything like that, please try and get them in now. We're going to do the one more story. I was going to do several more stories, but with the way the weather is outside, I'm not trusting any of the power issues because my equipment is delicate. So I'm going to do one more story. And once I do that, boy, there are breaking stories coming out right now. Marvin is at work, but I want to get the main topic on the board. And there's a lot of stories. I'm going to probably have to cut videos for some of these other stories that I want to get up here because they're all out of that park place and they're all great stories. But this one, since I went to the park recently, I want to talk about and get this on the screen. Let me see what this is. I'm just checking something out. Every year, the National Amusement Park Historical Association takes a vote from their reading public on which theme park. Okay, now you do that. All right. And it pops up, and I see it already, and I'm going to have to do the introduction again. That's okay. We'll get it on the screen. Let's do a quick celebration. I think we should do. Thank you, Andy W., for coming in hot with the super. I appreciate that. We're gonna address it right away because I can do that on my show. That's my show. And thank you for that. Because I was gonna go somewhere else, but this is what happened.
So I think what happened is I went to Epcot. You can go around the whole world, and I had a couple in the Germany section, and I thought I went to China. Anyway, I'm a knucklehead.
No, it calls for a better celebration than that. If you guys got your emojis ready, let's celebrate. Thank you, Andy. Bless you so much for that. We really appreciate it. Oh, look at the Pam Empson coming in hot with the popcorn. Popcorn. We love popcorn. I have so many popcorn buckets. It's a bad habit. Anyway, thank you so much. Let's get on to the story. And let me see. Again, I want to make sure that I get the name of this organization right as I get the story started. Every year, the National Amusement Park Historical Association holds a survey. They asked their reading audience, what do you think is the best park in America? There's a lot of theme parks to choose from out there. And of course, people every year want to believe that Disney's flagship park, the Magic Kingdom, is going to come in number one, but not for a little while at least, because this year, for the third year in a row, the number one America's favorite theme park in America has been Dollywood. That's right. This story out of thatparkplace.com. Let's get it on the screen. If you're not bookmarked to thatparkplace.com, make sure you bookmark it for all the news that should be fun. And when we are talking about pop culture and theme parks, it absolutely should be fun. And this is a very fun one by Mr. Marvin Montanaro. Dollywood defeats Disneyland, named America's favorite theme park for third year running. Yes, Disneyland and Magic Kingdom and Disney World. And there, oh, look, there she is. Did I take that picture? I don't know. This might be the picture I took. I'm not sure. Anyhow, there she is, Dolly Parton. And indeed. Dolly Parton just got another major victory in her legendary career, this time not on the music charts, but in the Smoky Mountains, where Dollywood just defeated Disneyland to be named America's favorite theme park. According to the National Amusement Park Historical Association, the NAPHA, Dollywood has officially been voted America's favorite theme park for 2024 in its 39th annual amusement park and attractions survey. This marks the third time in a row that the beloved Pigeon Forge destination has claimed the top spot, beating out none other than Disneyland in California, which placed second. So there it is, Dollywood. Love every moment. This is the main sign at Dollywood. Founded in 1986 I'm going to start that one over. You guys get all the behind the scenes flibby floobers. Founded in 1986 by Parton and operated in partnership with Herschend Family Entertainment, Dollywood has grown from a modest hometown idea into a national favorite, attracting more than 2 million guests per year across its 165-acre property. I should mention I have a little bit of a possible or potential bias because I do know the Herschend family and have worked for them in the past. I worked for Silver Dollar City and I worked in conjunction with Celebration City before it closed, both owned by the Herschend family. And I've met some of the Herschends and I like them very much. They're very nice people. So Dolly says, I was just hoping people would come. Reflecting on Dollywood's growth during the park's 40th anniversary celebration in March, Dolly Parton admitted that her initial expectations were modest. On opening day in 1986, I was just hoping that people would really want to come visit a theme park with my name on it, she said. Even though I always try to dream big, I'll always admit I was a little bit nervous that first morning, but people did come out and to support us the first day. And I'm so proud to see that Dollywood has continued to grow through the years to become a place of fun and togetherness for everyone who has come to visit. That is a quote by Dolly Parton. Dollywood built on faith, family, and the Smokies. I feel like I should read this next part with a bit of a southern flair. Nestled in the heart of the Great Smoky Mountains, Dollywood's appeal has always gone deeper than thrill rides and funnel cakes. In a 2024 interview with National Geographic, Parton credited the surrounding community and natural landscape as the soul of the park. Is that good? Was that? I don't know. Okay. It's my own southern flair. What am I going to do? The Smokies and the wonderful people who work here are what make Dollywood so different than many of the other theme parks around the world. She said, we're right on the front porch of the most visited national park in the country. So we take what God gave us and use it to dream up the big dreams we want our guests to experience. The Great Smoky Mountain National Park. What a backdrop, by the way. It's just gorgeous. If you haven't seen it, some people say it's like heaven. Never been to heaven. Well, maybe I have. I don't know. I'm still alive, at least. So, heaven on earth, perhaps. From the award-winning Wild Eagle roller coaster to the 35-acre Splash Country water park, Dollywood offers more than 50 attractions across its sprawling property, many of them themed around Appalachian culture and Dolly's music. A new attraction in 2025. Dolly's reign at the top isn't just building on nostalgia, it's evolving. During the 2025 season preview event, Parton and Dollywood Company President Eugene Naughton teased a brand new attraction that will push the park's creative boundaries even further. A promotional video described the upcoming ride as one that would go up and over through the Great Smoky Mountains and down to the heart of the ancient wildwood tree. So while few details have been officially confirmed, early speculation suggests the attraction may involve groundbreaking terrain-based coaster elements, possibly themed around mountain folklore or mystical nature elements. It's a fitting expansion for a park rooted in Tennessee tradition and imagination. What it means to beat Disneyland. Beating Disneyland in any theme park ranking is no small feat. While Disney continues to dominate headlines with billion-dollar acquisitions and cinematic universes, Dollywood has carved out a completely different path, focusing on authenticity, charm, and genuine hospitality. And let's be honest, the cinnamon bread. That approach is clearly resonating with visitors. There's Dollywood's famous cinnamon bread. It is delicious and non-nutritious. The NAFA award is based on guest surveys and enthusiastic feedback, not corporate marketing budgets, and that makes Dollywood's three-peat all the more impressive. With its blend of down-home warmth, innovative rides, and a growing reputation for America's excellence, Dollywood isn't just competing with the big boys, it's winning as America's favorite theme park. And with Dolly at the and with Dolly Parton at the helm, who would expect anything less? I want to know in the comments. Fans of Dollywood, fans of Dolly Parton, are you out there and are you watching this video? Comment below. What do you think of Dollywood? Have you been there? Have you been there recently? Have you been there in the past? Nostalgic memory. If you have memories of Dollywood, put those in the comments, please. And anything you want to say about Dollywood beating Disney, how do you think they compare? The way you're treated when you're at the park, that's a big part of it. The ambiance, the setting. Let us know in the comments any of your thoughts. Please do let us know in the comments below before you go out the door. And with some Southern hospitality, we say thank y'all for coming in today and checking us out. Service Dog says, need to reflect more cornbread and hush puppies. Need to reflect more cornbread and hush puppies for a Southern drawl. You know, I grew up in Missouri. Some people in the South call it Missouri, but I grew up in both Missouri and Arkansas. So my Southern draw comes from that, North Carolina, South Carolina. I have family that has a bit of a draw, but it's really, you know, there are specific like Tennessee, Texas, Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas. They all have different ways that they talk Southern. So anyway. Oh, later, Juliet. We are sending everybody over to Culture Casino. Now, Culture's not going to start for a little bit of time, okay? But the reason we're leaving a little bit early today is because I'm a little concerned about my equipment and the weather, and I don't want anything to happen during this lightning storm that's going on right now. So I want to say thank you all for being here. before we do take off today. So let's see what that service dog has to say. I've been once about 15 years ago, loved it, but can't return until better accommodations for service dogs. I don't know what their accommodations for service dogs are. My mom, I will tell you, I'm going to say something good about Disney. I don't know if this kind of service exists at Disney today, but my mom's service dog. So my mom and my stepdad went on a vacation on a Disney cruise ship. This is like 10 years ago, maybe more. He was still alive. Unfortunately, he's passed on. My stepdad has passed on, but when they were on vacation, they took care of the service dog really, really well. They upgraded them for free to a balcony accommodation. On the balcony, they laid out some fake grass in a place for the dog to do the dog's business. And they really set them up nice for having a service dog on the cruise ship. So just don't know if they still do that kind of thing for service dogs on Disney cruise ships, but it was really, really good for them. So just say, hey, I can call balls and strikes like we do. Anyway, again, thank you so much for the support, Andy W. We appreciate you being here. And I will be sending everybody over to this guy soon. So I think we celebrate him real quick. You know what? That's what that was. You know what? I'm glad you brought this up because I saw this big cage, crate, whatever you want to call it, at Epic Universe the other day, and it was a big, like an empty dog cage, and it was by Stardust Racers. And you bring this up, and I'm like, I just realized that's what that's for. It's for service dogs. I didn't even think about it. I was like, why is there a big empty dog cage here? And you bring this up, and I realized. So I can tell you ahead of time, apparently Epic Universe has them because I saw one with my own eyes. So there you go. You can at least come to Epic Universe. There's something for you, that service dog. Thank you guys so much for being here today. I appreciate every single one of you. We will be back on Monday morning at 9:30 a.m. with a new daily dish. And like I said, some things are changing on the way. We don't know all of them. We don't know. I'm not sure what's coming to pass exactly, but I'm very, very much looking forward to it. Yes, thank you for that. I will try and do my best to stay safe during the storm. It's kind of, I don't know what's going on outside, and it's hard for me to tell in here in the studio, but I will check it out in just a minute. Anyhow, I will be getting up daily videos at 5:45. Check those out when they come out. Might be getting up one today. If not, they will definitely start on the 2nd of June, if not the 1st of June, which is a Sunday, because it's this Sunday, 2 days away. And until then, we send you over to Culture Casino, even though there might be a little bit of a break before he starts. Maybe he'll get started early. He's in a whole different part of the country. So thank you guys so much. And until the next time, we will see you real soon. Bye, everybody. Ciao.